Hello, Second Church family. I have gathered this afternoon with some friends and members of our staff and congregation, and we just want to take a few moments and share with you some of what is happening in the life of the congregation over the course of the summer. So you may remember this past Sunday I preached about how Jesus' disciples were all gathered together, and after watching him ascend into heaven, instead of gazing up, they began to look around. And when they looked around, they saw all around them their ministry, their mission, and they founded the church. And this coming Sunday, we'll be celebrating the coming of the Spirit and the birthday of the Christian church. And so as we look around and see what's happening in the life of the congregation in this time of re-engagement and reopening and really coming to life again on the other side of a pandemic, I thought it'd be fun to gather some folks and just talk about what we're excited to have happen this summer at Second. And so I've invited Patrick Pauloski. Patrick is our Director of Children and Youth Music at Second Church. And two of our members, Molly and Mimi Fisher. Molly, a longtime member, very active in women's ministry and mission and in children and family ministries here. And Mimi is a first grader, almost a second grader at Woodbrook Elementary School. And it's great to have you with us, Mimi. And our associate pastor for engagement, Mike Samson. And so, Mike, would you start out and just tell us some of the things that you're excited to have happen this summer at Second?
Thanks, Chris. There are so many things as I look around and look at the folks here outside of this room. On Saturdays, I look around our parking lot and it is packed. Saturdays throughout the summer, Second Presbyterian Church is the host site of the Broad Ripple Farmers Market. And we actually have a booth there. And so this is just a fantastic opportunity for Second to welcome people onto our campus who've never been here before. So members can come and shop and support our community, can be the face of Second, welcoming people. Our mission statement says that we are a welcoming community of faith where Jesus Christ transforms lives. So the farmers market on Saturday is a great way to do that. Saturdays too, we have a Northside food pantry. It's happening at the same time. So another way to connect and serve in the food pantry this summer, to look around, to serve our neighbors, and to be transformed in that way. We are gathering again in person and worship, and that is just food for the soul, just being back in person, connecting with each other as the body of Christ. And of course, we'll be shifting to summer hours, and we'll be having wonderful children's programming coming, children's chapel coming, VBS coming this summer, where we have wonderful music opportunities coming up, and I think Patrick will share a little bit about that. Mission opportunities and partnership with music opportunities, Patrick will share about that. But gosh, I could take all our time, and I don't want to do that. I want to share the floor, but there are great opportunities to engage here this summer.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned worship, and starting Memorial Day weekend, we'll be at 10 a.m. for one service, and part of that service is a time with children, where I get to invite the kids back up. It's fun and exciting to look around and see children in the sanctuary again. And Mimi, I wonder, as you think about the summer at Second, what are you most excited about that's going to happen this summer?
I'm excited for VBS.
Yeah, so we were talking beforehand, and VBS is one of your favorite parts of the summer? Mm-hmm. Yeah, what are your favorite things to do during VBS week?
I love singing, and I love all the activities.
Yes, yeah. Oh, it's just going to be great. And I know your mom, Molly, you're really active with VBS, but you also are involved with women's ministries, and the women are coming back together again this summer.
Yes. So we are excited about the lunch on the 3rd of June, where all women are invited to come and gather in fellowship and food, and we have a speaker, and it's going to be outside, and we have a covered area, and we're just so excited about the opportunity to get to reach out and bring everybody together. And I think we've, missed being at church, we've missed the community, and we're just really excited about all the opportunities that we have coming really soon. And excited about VBS too. That's always a really special time for our family.
Yes. And now is the time to register and sign up if you want to be at VBS, either participating as a child or a volunteer or a teacher, now's the time to sign up. So as I look around this very space, Patrick, I'm in an art exhibit right now. So the Watercolor Society of Indiana is, again, using our space, and we're welcoming them in, and a great chance to reach out to the community there.
One of the wonderful things about Second is the fact that we have this incredible relationship with the Watercolor Society of Indiana, and we're able to hold a number of their exhibits throughout the year. You can come anytime when the building is open to see all these wonderful paintings around us. Also, the Watercolor Society of Indiana will be holding a workshop from July 6th through July 9th here at Second Presbyterian Church. And I encourage anyone that's interested in learning more about art and how to do art to sign up.
That's awesome. And I also know, speaking of being a welcoming community of faith, that we're going to be able to welcome folks outside for a couple of really fun events that Mission and Music are joining together on.
Yeah, so there are two events. The first is this Sunday, May 23rd at 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon, and that will be right outside the food pantry entrance. And we'll be recognizing our children's singers who participated in virtual choirs throughout this program year, as well as putting together hygiene kits with missions. And on June 8th at 7 p.m., we'll be having Jazz on the Lawn outside of the chapel. And at that event, we'll also be collecting $10 gift cards to local restaurants for local children in need.
It's one of the things I love about those kinds of events, and they're really throughout the summer, whether it's VBS or music and mission events or the farmers market or worship, is that they're a chance to invite new folks in. So I really see this summer as a welcoming opportunity. We were talking before about the women's lunch and the fact that we want this to be a lunch open for all women, whether they're a part of our congregation, whether they've been a part of the women's group at Second before or not, that this is a time really to invite new folks in. I know just this past Saturday, a couple came by our tent at the farmers market and ended up coming to worship on Sunday. And these great opportunities to extend invitations. And for those who've been a part of kind of worshiping with us or maybe even joined us during virtual worship this past year, I know there's a chance to become a member of the congregation coming up.
Absolutely. We've got new members classes coming up. It's a two-part class on June 13th and 20th at 8:30 a.m. It'll be over Zoom, so wherever you are, even if you're in Florida or Indianapolis, if you would like to join Second and become a member of the body of Christ here, I would love to connect with you, and we'll have Zoom details available for that. But yes, we've got a new member class coming up here shortly.
Fantastic,
Yeah.
fantastic. So we are a welcoming community of faith, and there's lots of ways we're welcoming folks back into the building and the life of the congregation this summer. The other part of our identity statement, our mission statement, is that we're a place where Jesus Christ transforms lives. And Molly, I know you've been really involved in some very specific mission projects, and I'm really excited about the growing partnership we have with area schools in Washington Township. Can you just say a word about kind of what we're doing there and how that's growing?
Sure. It's been really wonderful to stay involved at the schools during the pandemic. And while we've had to change how we've done it, we've still done a lot. And it's been great this year. We were able to provide not breakfast for the teachers, but we provided gift cards, just to give them a lift at the holidays. And at Thanksgiving, along with the Jewish Sisterhood, we were able to gather around, I think it was over 40 baskets of food for families for their Thanksgiving dinner. This spring, we have done a personal hygiene drive where we've gathered many, many pounds of personal hygiene items that we've not only sent home with children at local schools, but we've also donated to Crane House. And it's just been wonderful to love teachers, love the children, and love these families, and just spread what happens here out into our local community. And then following up this week, our final event is to provide breakfast for 2 local elementary schools for the teachers. So we're just excited to be able to still participate even though times have been different. And we want to welcome all women to help us with these endeavors in our community.
Yeah, well, and I love that you know, in this time as we get into summer, food insecurity, you know, continues to be a real issue. And I know we continue to partner with the schools to provide help during the summer, and certainly through the Northside Food Pantry. So yes, we're not just a welcoming community of faith, we're a transforming presence, not only in the lives of the community, but in the lives of our members. And been thinking about the ways that our youth are already gathering. Our students are gathering in virtual and in-person ways. We've got a really exciting opportunity to gather and celebrate our confirmands, our Niners, as they join the church. And I know the summer service week is coming up as well for our students.
Yes, we're really looking forward to the summer service week. My teenage children have participated in other weeks of service through the years, and it's just been, they will tell you, the most special week of the year for them. They actually love the opportunity to get to know church friends and go on a trip and do things to help others. And this year will be no different as they gather here at church and do local service projects. It's just such a great opportunity, and I'm so thrilled for them to have the opportunity.
And to gather again in person and to serve the way we're called to serve.
It'll be very
Absolutely.
special. Yep.
And the men of the church as well are continuing to gather through the summer. And I know they've got a new mission partner that they're joined with as well.
Right, ProAct is a mentor program that Men at Second is partnering with. It's one of our new Northside ministry mission partnerships, and we're very excited to, as Men at Second, and it's not just men that it's open to men and women, but it's a wonderful opportunity to enter into our Northside neighbor schools and enter in with ProAct, which is a wonderful organization that will be partnering with and mentoring kids in our local elementary schools.
Yes, yeah. So Mimi, I understand that when you came back into the church today, you said something to your mom. It really struck me. Do you remember what you said to your mom?
I said, I don't remember this place because we haven't been here for so long.
Yeah. So it strikes me that that even if you don't remember this place has remembered you all year long. And we are really excited about getting you and your family and all of the congregation back together again and really introducing ourselves again to each other and to the life of the church. And so we really are hopeful and excited for this transition back to in-person gathering, for these opportunities to welcome new folks and congregation members, and really to be that welcoming community of faith where Jesus Christ transforms lives for this season, for such a time as this, in this moment. Thank you all for gathering this afternoon and for sharing with me and with your church. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.